moving right along, trying to see if I can reach my goal of like having these all up before the 12/12 portal for you guys. It seems like I'm having better luck doing that, so. Come in. Sit down, we're gonna get right to it, okay? You know who you are before I do. Let's see who we've got up next. Sagittarius. Oh my God, Sagittarius. I'm so excited to get to finally do your reading. You guys are in such a wonderful, unique, nuanced space this December. First of all, Sagittarius, I'm sorry for making you wait. So I didn't make you wait, God did. Happy birthday to you. I wish you the happiest birthday season ever. I think this one's going to be really special for you because I think it's I think this birthday, no matter where you were seated, I think it gave you and gifted you back a sense of self through like the mirrors around you. Like there's such a groundedness and a new cycle that's like real again, that's reminding you about why you're the eldest fire sign. And like I think there's just new things that are coming in for you at this solar return. There's like energetic boosts that are coming in to kind of reground you, that I think like this like sleeping on yourself era really ends, because you're kind of remembering like, you know, you had such an early start. You were always so attractive and vibrant and got everything so quickly and so fast early in your journey. And then as you like keep going down the journey, it's like, you know, it can be easy to get ungrounded. It's like, how did I get here? Why do so many people? It's like, you know, you're lost in like what everybody thinks of you and how they feel about you. But wow, Sagittarius, this is super beautiful. I also just get a lot of like, just a side note, a lot of like telepathic like music frequencies, like music. Like I think the divine is literally speaking to you about all of this newness, all of this exciting chapter that you're starting through like the sounds you're hearing, the things that you're hearing. So that's a side note for you Sagittarians. But I also feel like perhaps Sagittarius, you're learning how to the sound. I think there's something to do with like the verbalization. It's like you're coming out of like deep spells. Again, we talked about it. We've been on a beautiful journey last few years together, Sagittarius, about identifying abusers for you guys specifically, putting a name to it, finding ways to get restorative justice for yourself, which would just mean like focusing on how you want to be elevated post dealing with like predatory energy. And I just feel like you're finally back in a place this birthday solar return where it's like you're back to making that sacred sound that Sagittarius does, that always helps you manifest light, which is super beautiful. I also just have a feeling like there are things you're hearing, there are things that are being said to you, there's sounds that are actually like showing you that like light is manifesting. So maybe it was a dark period for you for a very long time, and that's, I just want you to know, like I think you might feel like, because this is so sharply different than the cycle that we're closing out with Neptune direct, the last 14-year cycle, it's like so different to have these new things coming. Because I'm just saying, like at the bottom of my deck, I feel like for a lot of Sagittarians it's like a pre-shuffle message, but it's like there's like a star that's illuminated. Like there's something that's just like bare naked and true for you that I think really well, one, it inspires you because I think a lot of it is deeply connected to you. Like I think you're like seen as an inspirational. It's like the compliment you get from someone that you think is stunning versus like Joe Schmo from Trader Joe, you know? And I think it just makes a big difference. So I think that there's your ability to manifest light is going to come from realizing like the verbalization, the things you listen to, because that's what I'm thinking. Like Sagittarius, I'm seeing so many of y'all's inner children where it's like there was so much spoken over you. There were so many positions that you were already like submitted to before you even got here. And that's why you have this archer way. That's why you're always trying to shoot your arrow out of the situation and into something past what you know. And I think you're just at a beautiful pivotal place where it's like we're breaking down some of those verbalized spells that were spoken over us. And now finally, because of that long process through 2025, December, it looks like it's like make a joyful noise. Make a joyful noise. Like, it's really exciting. So let's just see. I'm really excited for you guys. But like that's just like some off the top downloads. Like it could go a different direction. I'd love to share that. Oh my god. Oh my god, Sagittarius. The things that are for you, this could be love and partnerships and romance or whatever, but like also like the lovers represents like the choice of God. Like God's gonna put in front of you like the divine path that's wanted for you, and then like a made up shit. And that's always the conversation of the lovers. The lovers is like going before God and being like, I know this is who you have for me. I know this is supposed to be on my path. Girl, Sagittarius, did you just, for your birthday, is this an amazing birthday gift? This is a this, again, I told you it was like a star frequency, but it's like this is a lover. This is something that God has for you, which is crazy because it's very clear that it's like oh, this has to do with spiritual things. This is like something that God is like going out of the way. Like I said, it's like you might be hearing like music and stuff that just like keeps. It's like as soon as you came across this frequency, which is just like again, it's something that's supposed to be on your path, something that's supposed to be there. Girl, if this is a meter of like hot o-meter scale, like Sagittarius, it's like whoa. And it's like 10-1. This is like I'd risk it all. This isn't just your life lesson for you guys. This is like major kundalini, major like whoa, like whoa, like whoa, like you know what I mean? And again, it's something about the ways that's like I also just feel like this. It's like you see, it's like the way that you see this lover is like the sacred sound and the manifestation of light. Like I'm saying, in your little black heart, Sagittarius, in your little unimpressed heart, in your little heart that's never surprised by anything because you're just too fucking primordial fire on the guys. This is huge for you. This feels like watering and light coming in. I feel like in your fire world, in your little fucking dungeon of fire, it's like this is like this is like aloe vera and a nice sunny day and like a really cool cocky, like it's like they're just like this is a ooh, and this lover, it's like it just really pulls out this desire for you to like go on 10. I also think part of the reason that like it gets bridged is like I don't think you were trying to do anything. I think it is you're still in a very reactionary state to this because I think this is like whoa, this is like a birthday gift, but like also whatever. But it's like I think your birthday magic aligning with like your solar return, aligning with like the positive energies that are like being put forward just at this time in general. It like I just keep getting with you, Sagittarius, is like these you and this thing, it's like these magnets were like they're aligning, they're coming from far away. But like to get into each other's face, it's like this series of like, oh, it's like I just feel like it's like I'm like that's how I feel because I'm just like it's like, did I hear you correctly? Like that's how I feel. You're like, I'm sorry, what did you just like? Are you like my dream incarnate? Like it's crazy. Sagittarius, this is huge for you, and this is really deserved because this can never exist in the timeline where, again, I think Spirit just had to hollow it out. Like I said, I think you've really been, I think most Sagittarians for the most part are like really on a pretty individual journey. I think you kind of, you know the cycle. Maybe you don't know all the ins and outs. Maybe you don't even know how to get out of it, but you know like what's on your plate. You know what you inherited. You know what you were given in terms of the shit pinata. You know what I mean? And so I think for a lot of you, like I think you're also self-aware and you're just genuinely like sort of detached. You're not this like super codependent person, so it's like you tend to like lead very, it's like kind of similar to like the way that Aquarius thinks. It's like when we're going through the shitter life, it's not something we put on other people. Like it's just not. It's like that's why Sagittarians can be kind of skittish because like I'm not even gonna put you on to like what all's going on in there because there's a lot going on in there. You know what I mean? And a lot of like growing up too fast for you, Sagittarius. And like I said, I always hold space for you guys. Like I said, like proper, you guys are like my heartbeat, like the most compatible like for me. Like there's no question about Aquarius and Sagittarians. Like that's like an unparalleled, that's like you're shit out of luck, in terms of like that bond and that like flame and like creative whatever. So definitely like there's that. But again, I feel like when you were going through the cycle, it's just like kind of left you a little more isolated. So this is huge because this is like God has partnership for me. God has things for me. What? And it's things that also, like I said, they bring out that Sagittarian mastery. I think I said, I feel like for so long, it's like the thing that made you the guy, them, the girl, the person, the person out in the world, the thing that like originally like was the reason, like the way you always stuck out, like is what's also like built your reputation and probably got you in like whatever like echelon of your journey you're on now. But it's like it's been a while since you've been holding the fact that like you're someone who like, I just feel like this is someone who really makes you want to turn it on. Like it's like, oh, and again, like I said, Sagittarius, like sometimes when you're going through like abusive cycles with people and shit in life, you don't look your best. And I tell you, Sagittarius, all the time, you are the sexiest in the zodiac. You can't, like, it's never a good look for a Sagittarian to be going through like an abusive, toxic cycle. Because when you start taking hard knocks to the body, what do we have, Sag? You get it. You get what I mean when I say this. Like, but what do we have when we're not fucking gorgeous? That's like half the frequency. So I feel like this is gorgeous. I just feel like when you were given this for your birthday, like straight up for your birthday season, is happening right now for you. When you were given this lover, again, something that God wants you to know, I have this for you. Are we gonna, come on, it's time, you know, because I think the thing is, like, you always have this reserve. You can always bring it from 0 to 10, no question. I think you've just been kind of sedated. I think recently that there's just nothing that's your taste. There's nothing that's really aligned to you deeply, and you're really good with that. In fact, Sagittarius, you do lead in that way. Where it's like, maybe if it's not broke, don't fix it. Do not pick it up. Like, it's not. It's kind of like with me and my husband. It's like, when I tell you, he's a Sag Venus. This is why, like, the proper, like I said, so it like runs deep, like our deep, like intimate. Like, I'm an Aqua Venus, he's a Sag Venus. That's why we're like fucking lesbian lover, like take frequencies like crazy. But it's just because I'm like deeply attracted to Sagittarian frequencies. Now, mind you, when we met though, we were both like, we were each other's first boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, we were both the same type of person. It was like, I'm not about to bring somebody home. I'm not even about to, I don't care what 16-year-olds are doing. I'm not about to fuck on a random person. I'm not about to like lower my standards. It's like just not that serious. Like, you don't move from an operation of desperation. And to be honest, you have that same, I really relate because I have a 9th house stellium. So I'm very Sagittarian in and of myself. You guys know my mother proper, Sagittarian queen. But so Sag is running through my veins. But for me, that's the thing, is it's like, it's also just like certain stuff disgusts me. Like certain stuff, like I don't think people understand how much Sagittarius, like with you, like you're like again, that's why I'm saying this is a huge deal, because like there's a lot that goes into like what you find attractive. It's like hygiene. It's like, it's just so delicate, and it can be kind of like, you know, Sagittarian's the kind of person that's like could have been vibing with you as soon as we get on the date. It's like it's just like very particular, and nobody wants you to change. Like literally no one wants you to change. That's why it's like, again, you don't really deal with the desperation frequency, because you're actually like most of the time feeling like secondhand embarrassment for people. Like, you're super for the guys. Everybody loves Sagittarian, everybody like whatever. But like, if we're talking about like something that would feel like getting you like, oh, I'm nervous, like, oh my God, like that makes me like, oh my God, like I want that, like, oh my, if we're talking about something like that, I mean, that's not everything for you. You know what I mean? And that's on purpose. You're a celestial, right? Our eldest zodiac sign, you're the oldest fire sign, you're a celestial, which means like straight up, like you're more conscious than these guys. So because you have conscious awareness, it's not everything. You know, not every like bitch with a BBL is like get you turned out. Like, you know, it's like some stuff, like you have the awareness, and this is just, like I said, I can't, for 12 minutes, it's like, happy birthday to me, because I just feel like this thing, this lover, this vision came down like a sacred, like a joyful noise, like it's almost like the vibration of Jesus Christ in Bethlehem, like coming down, like, oh my God, did y'all hear there's a Messiah coming? It's like something like that. Like, I just feel like this is meteoric, like it's meteoric, and it's like you immediately had to respond with like, I gotta give my best to this, because that's how fucking sacred and holy that this shit came in your ether, like a motherfucking what? Like what? So, love that. Let's keep going. Oh God. Sagittarius, I love this for you. I love this for you. Wow. Wow. Crossing the lovers, King of Wands, and the Sun. Wow. Wow. Yeah, this is your prophecy. This is very huge. I'm seeing a lot of people. She's like telling me to tell this fucking analogy. I feel like I've told it before in the archive at some point, but it's like a little story. So like one time in college, Dennis used to work at this like huge like bar that also like served like New York style pizza, right? So he worked at this bar when we lived in Seattle, right? It was popping. It was like, he was like the most popular guy. So anyways, every night when we like our roomies, all of us, we would just like go meet him at close. So we would always like start our pregame, our night at Big Mario's, his bar. Because like Dennis would get a shifty, so we'd always just start there, and then it's like anyways, we live in Capitol. So but I remember one time we were like downstairs at the Cha-Cha Lounge, which is like right next door to his bar, because we were like, okay, then like a lot of times like when he's finishing up his shift at like 2 in the morning or like whatever, like midnight or something, we'll be like, all right, we're next door, like if we already finished our beer, like just meet us next door. So that's where Dennis is, but I'm like with the girls, with the guys, our friends, right? So we're all downstairs, and it's primarily like my girlfriends that I'm with at this time, and me and my best friend, my roommate that we lived with in college, Kat, shout out Kat, love you bitch, but she's also an Aquarius, like she's like my twin flame. Anyways, so me and Kat were like, we're gonna go to the club in pajamas. And we didn't actually go in pajamas, we actually like went, it was kind of serving, but we like went, we were both out on the couch before we went to go like meet Dennis before he got off. We were like both on the couch in like these big white t-shirts, and we were like, we should just throw on a chunky heel and a pant and like go out in these big t-shirts. So that's what we did. Like I was out my LA club, anyways, so whatever. And so we still looked proper, like the face was beat, but it was just like kind of like we're not trying at the club right now because like we're locked in. We don't need a man. But this man comes up to me. It's like really weird. But he's like coming up to the table, and I'm like not even paying attention because I'm like, I don't know. Like again, this is my own, I guess, like internalized, like whatever. Like this like Caucasian ginger man comes up, probably like late 20s, early 30s, right? Walks up to us, and mind you, at this time we're like early 20s. He like walks up to us, and he's like chatting with shit with our table, and I don't know, it was when it's like this overcrowded bar, but like it ends up that this guy actually went over to our table, and of all, I was like with 9 other girls, mind you, just like proper sitting at our like round table in this kind of bar, and this guy ends up coming up to us, and he's actually like looking for me because he's actually like comes up to me and he's like, hey, I'm like just wanted to let you know, like this has never happened to me before in my life, but like you are the most like gorgeous, stunning like human I've ever seen. Mind you, this guy looked proper like Ed Sheeran. So I'm like, I just wasn't expecting it. It's not even that I'm like not trying to say he looked good or bad. I'm just like, would have never thought Ed Sheeran was about to come up to me at the club. And mind you, I was in pajamas. Like the other girls that I was with, like my other friends, like they were like dressed up, like because they all worked at Nordy, so they like got off of their shift at Nordstrom, so they're coming in like Nordy's bust down. So I was like, I was just like not, and it took a long time for me to be like, wait, are you talking to me? And he's like, yeah. And he actually like asked me, he was like, I just want you to know, like, if you were said yes, if you feel like the mutual connection, like I would marry you right now. Like I would go on. And mind you, this has never happened to me before. This like very much floored me because I was like, what? Mostly because I was like, what? Like, oh. And I was like, oh, that's like really sweet. I like had to be honest about it. I was like, well, I'm in the middle of the cycle I'm in. Like, and I always tell my husband, it's like one thing I tell him is like, if someone comes up to you and hits on you, do not ever say like, oh, sorry, I'm in a relationship. Like, what? You better answer that question. Girl, this is not slavery. Like, what? This ain't no heteronormative what? No, stop. Like, tell her bitch she's ugly and move on. Like, you don't need to, don't ever like get out of something because then they're gonna be like, so do you like me? So you think I'm attractive? Like, you just need to like tell people what it is. So I just essentially let this man know, it's like, oh yeah, I definitely don't feel like any, not that I don't, I think it's like, I was trying to be sweet because this was like very bizarre to me. Like, this was like, what? Like, what? So I feel like Sagittarius, that's like kind of the frequency they wanted me to tell you because it's like, you're, for example, you're the ginger in the situation. It's like, you're the king of wands. It's like, I see my prophecy. I see my prophecy. I see this shit descending down. This person came out like a sacred sound. And it's almost like you feel the need to be like, I just feel like for you. The good news is I feel like it's completely mutual. I feel like you showed up with enough of, you gave it your all, which I think in a destined and fated thing, you need to mirror all of them. Like you need to like mirror and have the same capacity for light and for dark. So, you know, I don't even, like I said, I just feel like this happened so like it's your solar return. You're finally in your king status, right? Gender doesn't matter. You're in your king of wands, which means you create, like you're creating the world you want. So this is like the reason I'm just so blown away is like this is the perfect time for God to introduce a lover to you. Because you're completely independent. You really are finally shaken loose of stuff that's like just like not actually on your path. Because like it doesn't matter what it was like in the past. It's like it's just like ultimately this chalk it up is like not aligned for me. It's like not stuff I really need to be participating in. But this thing, it's almost like even if you, and this is how love finds you. It's like you're not even thinking about it. As in like I'm trying to find love. I'm trying to like find a girlfriend. I'm trying to find it. But it's like it always dawns on you when you're actually like the best version for you. Like when you're the version of you that could start it. And I think this is just like the whole thing you're realizing like for your birthday is like you're finally the person that you probably really were like always working hard to become. And even though you had to take this like side character plot or like the background character plot in certain aspects of like the cycles you were going in, let's talk about the last like 14 years specifically. It's like you're so excited because this lover being real in your face and like loving you back means like you want it. Just I think it deeply legitimizes like what you truly I just see this person as being your motivation. I feel like this is the type of music. This King of Wands is like, that's my that's the central sun of my universe. And that is so healthy. Like that's not toxic. That's like very healthy to be so, because it's derived from respect. The thing that God has for you, you respect it. The thing that people don't realize is like real romantic partnerships are not actually based out of anything other than like mirrored capacity. So like, it's one thing, it's not even one thing. Like people be talking about, oh, shorty's bad, like, oh, she's so fine, like, okay, whatever. That's all lies. None of that's real. Okay? The only thing that's real, the only people that you really find attractive, the only people that you would actually like touch, like be physical with, do anything with in that capacity, you actually have to have some level of respect for them. And Sagittarius, you're the one who actually teaches the wisdom of that. It's like, you don't just find stuff like hot. It's not just about like making out with someone or like doing whatever. Because when you get to that, you've been in enough real life situations. Like when I'm really making out with someone, like the person that makes me want to make out with them, it's like there's more to them than just like platitudes of like desirability politics. Like it's so much more than like that, and you really stand in that. In fact, you like really like, again, people always say it's so hard to like satiate the hunger, the appetite of it as a Sagittarius. And I would just say you guys have like you represent the standard. You represent the like individuation. You represent that like my flame doesn't just burn like all these other flames. Like my flame is unique to me. And so even when I want it to burn hot, like it's gotta burn for something that feels like it's for me. But I mean, this is just like truly perfect because it's like you view this person as a muse, and I just feel like it's completely mirrored. And so even in my situation, like I don't have to focus on the end of the story I'm telling you, but I am telling you, like, you probably had a scenario like what I just brought up to you in that story, where it's like you knew. It's like because I feel like it's zeroing in. I think like you probably, and maybe you even saw like the synchronicity. Like I think you knew that this energy outside of you was like being divinely guided to you, because there's all this like weird specific synchronicity that God, but you can only prove that God's like trying to bring you to them. You don't really know more than you know about this because you haven't like experienced it yet. You're like yet to experience it. But from what I see, I feel like because of how sacred and how like it's just all the things, I just think it this is like everything everywhere all at once frequencies. It's like everything you could like about this energy, and this is how lovers will find you. And this is crazy, Sagittarius, because this actually probably happened on the Gemini full moon, because this was with the lovers. So this was like the Gemini full moon. This was like what was happening. It's like it was aligning twin flames like a motherfucker. And I feel like you probably got aligned to like a real twin flame, which is amazing. So let's just keep looking. Whoa. This is I'm like heating up. Like I feel feverish. Like it's like wow. Okay. Also, it's like, oh my god, you're in the best position you could possibly be. You're showing up King of Wands, and you're also showing up. It's like you start. It's like you. I just want to say you executed perfectly the King of Wands frequency. You executed perfectly being passionate enough for them. I think the thing that like helped, like, okay, you're definitely my twin because the passion is there in terms of like what we want to create moving forward. Now I think it's like, now that you know, I think then it came the download. Like as the download comes in further, it's just like so. It's like, whew. Like, so then it's like as the download comes in like even further, it's like, oh, okay, now you're getting into your King of Pentacles back. Now you're like assembling, like, how are we, because I just, like I said, I think God gave you all of it. I think this is someone that like, I'm really getting a someone, but I think this is something, it could be a job, it could be a place, it could be something, but it's like something that's destined like to be aligned to you specifically. But I think it's the type of thing too, because it was like, God, this is like, it feels really healthy. I just feel like this feels really healthy because it's like everything for the first time is like all on the table, instead of like you getting baited out by like predators and stuff, because like they like hide stuff. Even if you're not forthcoming, I think also Sagittarius is one thing to say is like, you might be less forthcoming than this person, and you should feel comfortable in that, because you're coming out of a different cycle maybe than what they're coming out of. Like you're coming out of a cycle where it's like you need to give less. You don't need to put all your bags at like this partner for you would know that if you're a Sagittarius, you're on the Sagittarius like pipeline, which means like you're overcoming people who like prey on you and want to take from you when they know they don't got nothing to shake for you. You get what I mean? And so I feel like it's also safe for you to be exactly as you're showing up, because it's actually karmically just that they're the ones who are, because this partner for you, if they're actually like a counterpart, their arc would be to be like showing and like being more transparent. Like for me, like right now, it's like I'm in an arc where it's like I'm really happy to like, I'm coming over the invisibility wound. I'm coming over the like duality wound. So like for me, it's really important for me to just like continue to show myself, to continue to like be full spectrum, continue to be like, you probably don't love Alexis unless you know all this information, so like here it all is, you know. But for you, I feel like that's exactly what this frequency does. It's like it puts the people that are for you always give you everything on the table. They don't like hide anything. And so maybe even if there was a cycle that you were coming out of 2025 where you weren't really attracted to that, like you were attracted to toxicity instead of like positivity and health, even if that was the case, it's like you still in your spirit, like the thing that only actually like nurtures you, Sagittarius, is like people who really do like put it all on the table, no matter how you have to show up right now, is what I'm saying. Because I think you're now going immediately into King of Pentacles one. So it's like, I think I think it was communicated to you that you're passionate, the way you showed up as a king was like perfect, to like hook, line, sinker. Now you have this too, you have a King of Pentacles. I just think it's like, this kind of reminds me of like, oh, let me go dust that off. I haven't had to like I feel like it's like I haven't had to court something in a long time. I feel like with you, Sagittarius, I think you haven't had to like get yourself ready for something in a long time. Like get your, because it's just like I said, that desire hasn't been there. Like you haven't had somebody peak that Sagittarius frequency in you in a long time. And now that it's like physical, like now that God is like concretized, like, no, this is for me. This is the new beginning that's coming from the hand of me. You're now, it's like, it's totally like order of operation. Now you're ready to like pull up with the like, here's the formalized plan, which is just amazing. It's just amazing. Yeah, this was you in the recent past. Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords is the one who decides what we do and don't communicate spiritually. Like what is our spiritual truth, who we're parting and who we're not. So I think in the recent past, there is something that this is you being like, you saw the spiritual vision, you heard the sacred sound when you saw this person. And I think also Sagittarius, it's like, it was a little bit of like, again, I think there just has to do a little bit with like your cycles are complementary. They're not the same. So it's like they actually really support one another, which you wouldn't know. You might have thought it was like red flag or difficult because like I think you had to show up and be like, this is my truth for you. Like this is like how I feel. And maybe you felt like hangman, but it's actually not a rejection. It's not anything. It is just hangman. It's just it's the time allotted for like the information that's happening in the spiritual realms between you and this partnership to come down to the physical. So it was going to show up where it's like one of you is coming up communicating the truth where the other may be like in a malaise or just be in a situation where you're like, you're trying to finish a cycle or complete a cycle. So this is the dynamic, whether you're this person or this person, it's like the dynamic between you and this energy is like someone's trying to finish a cycle, someone's truth spiritually is actually the way to finish it. So it's about, in the recent past, it was about making sure that you're opening up, because if you stay open-minded and keep it like aired out, like if you don't get too like, closed off, I think you're going to be able to quickly see that it's that this is, there's no, like, I think you can even try to put it through the ringer of your spiritual test and it's like it passes with flying colors. It's like nothing. It's like the feeling is too strong, the real evidence is too strong, the universal support, like it's all too strong. It's like all so good. It's like not really a bad thing at all. And I just okay, Sagittarius, this is like really intense. This is like coming across or just coming to consciousness or being able to identify finally in December, like the partnerships, the physical things you're going to tether your life to that are actually meant to like transform with you over time, like through life. And it's a part of your prophecy. Like that's what you're realizing is like, I think you see that this relationship is eternal. This is truly, I mean, and this is huge for you, Sagittarius. You're not the zodiac sign that's like, I wish that I could have this moment for life. But like, you don't just want a moment for life. You could have a lifetime of moments with this. It's like, it's how I felt when I first met this husband. It's like, I love meeting energies. Like, cause for me, I'm like a writer. Like when I have too deep of a far-seeing vision. Like whenever I like people, it's like, you're locked in for life. Like, sorry. That's how I move. I mean, and like, you have consent. You can say you don't feel the same way, but like, if I like you, I'm going to decide on that myself. And this is so huge because this is someone that's like, I could be a million different people with this person and still feel like, and then maybe what I'm also seeing is that like in the recent past, you were guarded to something that was spiritually true for you. So if this isn't a new person or a new thing that's popping around that's making this newly happen, it's like having the awareness that it could be through like death situations, through like karmic loops, through ties with other things. You're finally realizing who was always really meant for you in the end, because it's the people that always remind you that you're a Sagittarius. Like I said, again, like my mom, one of those things that I told you guys unfortunately had to document it here. But a lot of this year, like my mom is like she's a Sagittarius. Like my mom, you can't say she's not completely blessed by the divine. For a Sagittarius woman who's going to be forced into motherhood based on her actions, if she gets a double Aries child and an Aquarius, God loves her. God wants her to be a mom and wants it to be success, because my mom was just so blessed. She just rocks with her kids a long way. My dad's the same way. He has an Aries son ruled by Mars. He's a Scorpio. And an Aquarius daughter. Like what? Like, so my parents were very blessed. Like they're not meant to be people who have like when I say they're blessed, we're very similar people. It's not even just like whatever. It's like my parents as individuals are very compatible with me and my brother. And that's not everybody. Like some people are really great at being your parent, but my parents as like individuals, not so much as parents, but as individuals are very similar to me and my brother. And they like, that's one thing that's like really unique about my family. So that's what I'm just kind of saying. It's like, you are like dealing with this understanding as the year is spitting you out. It's like no matter what you were going through, it's like the consistency of like the things that God wants you to pick always feel sacred. They always manifest more light for you. And I think right now you're just getting communicated or shown under this Gemini full moon a full picture. Like, you're getting crazy answers. Like, even if you were the one crashing out and being toxic and karmic all year and being guarded to people in the past that you should not have been guarded to, it doesn't matter, because in the end, it's God's plan. Like, in the end, like, what you got during your birthday season is more evidence that, like, these people remind you of who you are, and they're the only people you can actually build real things from an empowered place, because you're not showing up as like a page, you're showing up as kingdom, like royalty. You know, you're showing up as like who you actually are. Oh my God. Sagittarius, oh my God, this is fucking insane. Look at your near future. You are about to offer like a massive cup. Holy. And it is, like I said, this is like really big. This isn't small. I'm really happy to document this historic time in your trajectory into the archive. I'm just really excited to be walking with you guys during this part of your journey. You are so ready to be a fool for love. This is like the most open-hearted, amazing miracle that could have found you. I think this thing, like I said, it's everything. I don't think that you thought that maybe even just like how you were showing up, you know, in the past, like really blocked off to like spirit. Like, I think maybe the ways that where you weren't always following your intuition or the guidance you were getting, or like looking at how your life was turning out to you, it's like has completely transformed, because it seems like it is just time for you, Sagittarius, to have this, to have I mean, to be in this position again. This is your favorite energy. This is like who you are, like the primordial flirt, like the original like fire, like, you know. And I've wanted that so badly for like the Sagittarians in my life, like when my mom specifically, I think about her, like she is like a diva cup, like she is like diva down, like she is so just, she's the life of the party. Like, she's truly insane, an insane motherfucker. She's like a club mom. She's like a let's use fake IDs mom. She's like a legit queen. Like, she's a gang member. And I have not seen that light in her eyes because of this like partnership dynamic where it was like she just needed to like, because if you were in some like long-term shit in the recent past where it's like you're paired up with someone who just like guarded, blocked off to you, just like blocks the flow, like Sag, you're not an air sign, you're a fire sign, so there's no passion here. This is like cold and desolate, and I just feel like this is so crazy. It's like I said, this is like warmth. Like, if you can just like see the color palette, like this frequency is like so your frequency. It's like so warming and so like it's like your frequency. It's like your frequency. It's like I don't even it's like it's just like and this isn't even something that'll get you drunk off nothing. It's like a deep, this is like feels like yourself. This feels like falling in love with yourself. And this is like, I keep seeing, like, I bought this necklace when I went, one of my coworkers invited me to like a market, and we went together, and then like her partner's sister is like a jewelry designer and stuff, and she's like, oh yeah, I've been in Vogue and all this stuff. Anyways, but she has these cute little necklaces that say like fuck it, and I just like, she gave me this like crazy beautiful discount, but I was like, I gotta buy the fuck it necklace during Sagittarius season, because I was just thinking about you guys. I was like, fuck it. Like, I was doing so much stuff that's like, even like hanging out with my coworker, like the reason we like got together is like, it's like, fuck it, dude, I like you a lot, let's like fucking get together and like do some stuff, you know. So it's like really fun. So anyways, that's kind of this is like so exciting, because it's like, fuck it, I'm really excited to offer this cup, because there's like, you're just, I just feel like you're so excited for this fucking shithole tower to come down, because this is like this lover for you, this frequency, whatever it is that God is like bringing into your life, and is like, I have this for you, special, like for you. They think something specific, you know. It's like it knocks down the cold, desolate tower that you were up, that just doesn't, that makes you feel like a shell of yourself. Like, I just feel like this person makes you feel like yourself. Like, I feel like that's just so big for you, Sagittarius. It's like, I really have wanted, for my fire signs in general, like, you guys need to be aligned, because when you're misaligned, oh my God, the fire goes out so dim, and it's just like so not proper. It's just, Sagittarius. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. This is not the reading that I was getting for everybody else. It's because it's your birthday right now, literally. 10 of Pentacles amongst the 5 of Wands. Dude. The juxtaposition of this, it's like you are in the middle. Like, this is like the bitches, too many bitches trying to build IKEA furniture with no fucking instructions. There's too many cooks in the kitchen. This is like chaos. And this partnership is like, it's like you just met this person and it's already structured. It's like y'all are so, this is like, you're already so aligned. It's like it's so funny, because again, it's like synchronous. It's like a sacred sound descending in front of you, but it's like already built. It's like you've never, this is definitely meant to show you a higher caliber of love. I think you completed something. You completely transformed out of like the karmic back and forth, the like toxicity, the whatever, the old cycle. You completely graduated that. And this to me just looks like that new world, new age love, where it's like, this is meant to introduce you to a higher caliber, a higher standard of like what love could be like. That yes, it's like, yes, Sagittarius. I just feel like this person's like, yes, it is possible for like God to exist and to like have someone so specific for you that they walk in already with a castle with you. It's like they already have your name on it. They're literally, this is like someone who's like, yeah, oh yeah, I didn't even have to know you. I knew I was coming into you, and it's like I already have our shit built up. You ready to like walk in? You ready to like run the castle with me? It's like that. It's like, I'm telling you, they told me to tell you the thing. It's like, I'm sorry that story didn't really end so great for Mr. Ginger, but like, if that would have landed well, if that was actually like a kismet thing, like if it was actually like whatever, that's exactly the scenario you're in. It's like somebody goes up to somebody's like, I can marry you right now, and then the other person's like, oh, that's great, I already have it already, like to be married to you. That's great. It's great. It's fucking insane, brother. It's fucking insane, brother. And it, oh my god, Sag. Ooh, Sag. We're also awakening to the fact that there's maybe a little bit of psychic primordial esoteric abilities. Maybe you're awakening to spiritual. Oh my god, like, you just found a high priestess. You just got confirmed that the high priestess exists. I don't even know how to tell you this. Like, this is like the best feeling, because if you don't know this is like popping your cherry in terms of the esoteric, in terms of the spiritual. You're like, oh shit, oh, this person sees my spiritual. Sag, you already know your spiritual ranking. You don't maybe even verbalize it because you may be like, for the guys, for the game, you know your spiritual ranking. You know what you mean to God. You do. You're a celestial. You know. But baby, you ain't ever seen no psychic out. I don't. This is crazy, because I think this is coveted. This is like the truth you hold within. Like, this is why Sagittarius act like that. That's why they don't be like texting bitches back and stuff, because it's like, do you know who I am? Like, Sagittarius is not going to waste the breath. They're not going to tell you how high caliber they are. They're like, I'm a Sagittarius. You didn't get that? You didn't figure that out by now? Sucks for you. But bitch, it would be a fucking high priestess, a psychic, a seer that sees your spirit. That's another big part of this. You knew this was the lover, because the one thing you've been yearning for is like, does anybody know what I really am to God? Does anybody know how big of a fucking deal I really am? This motherfucker came up to you and was like, you're the biggest deal. You're such a big deal. Because it doesn't matter where you're at in your cycle, right? Your value doesn't change. It's decided before you come here. It's not about capitalism. It's not about fucking anything. It's like what God thinks you're worth. So that's not negotiable. And so this high priestess came up to you and was like, baby, I see a king. And it's like, oh, because bitch, look at all your kings. Someone came up to you and fucking speaking that language. Oh, you think I'm a king? Period, brother. Period. Gender non-inclusive. It doesn't matter, Sagittarius, but someone sees your royalty. Someone who's a seer. My husband's like texting me funny shit. Anyways, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's, wow. You needed someone spiritually attuned to be able to like be like, brother, I see exactly who you are. That's why I'm so interested in you. Because I don't like that normal shit. I don't like that third dimensional shit. And I think you didn't know. I think you were unclear, because I think there were parts of this I think this had to get revealed to you. That like, because I don't think you knew that this person had like a spiritual call. I don't think you would have known that, because the high priestess will keep herself veiled until someone seeks it. So it looks like you got revealed the high priestess finally, and she was veiled. And that kind of, oh, it's like, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Because I think you could have read this as like, why do you think you know me when you don't know me? Or like, you're being kind of blocked off. It's like, how do you have that information? Then it's like, Spirit was like, I'm going to illuminate something for you. Gemini, I'm going to illuminate something for you. Because it's all there. It's not that you were skeptical. It's not even like something, it's not enough pondering that would like stop this, but it is truly like, how do you know? Like, and then it's like, oh, that's how you know. Because you're a spiritual worker. Oh, now we can have a real, we're exactly the same. Oh, but I think you had to like, you didn't know that had to be communicated. Like the high priest had to let you know, like, okay, I got to make it fair. Because like, that's how I do. It's like, a lot of people don't know, like, for example, like work a new job right now. Like nobody knows. I mean, actually they do, kind of. It's like kind of real to some people. Like some of my management knows, because like, this is like what I submitted to them, like to get the job. I mean, like, they're like, can you send us like your portfolio? I was like, no, there's like over 15 years. So I don't have a portfolio with all 15 fucking years of my like photography. I'm going to just send you what the fuck my business is on. My business is this. So they know. But I do think that like people who don't know that I'm like a psychic, or that I'm a seer, that I come from a lineage of people, like people don't know that. They don't know who my dad is. They don't know I like had a very esoteric childhood. They don't know that about me. So they're like wondering like, why are you so like, how are you? It's like, oh, Sag. I think you feared this collaboration because of like your past experiences, where all the times when you tried to collaborate with people and it was like third party and it wasn't actually your two cups. This is just so distinctly different. I think God like set this up where like some manifested moment happened where you shared it with this person. It's like there's nothing better than like helping you set a path with someone that's actually like a soulmate or like divinely on your path. Than like something sacred happening that like you do together, you share together. So it's like, okay, we have something. It's like I just feel like there was something very grounded that like rooted that like we're not crazy for how deep we feel because we shared that experience together and it was like experienced the same way. We watched the light manifest down together. This is so like hot frequencies. This is like, oh my god. It's like this empress this empress is gonna make you did it all for them. Like the next move you make, you're about to show them the side of like I think that people are really used to the nonchalant Sagittarius, but that just means you're uninspired. That means like if a Sagittarius is just like quiet in the room, that means everybody in the room is ugly. It's just the truth. Like if the Sagittarius like doesn't really have any thoughts, like it's like nobody here is attractive. Nobody here is like interesting to me. Sad. This is so hot because I think people, the empress that you're going up to is also in, like I showed you the 5 of Wands earlier, they're with you in the context of like, they see how you treat the like random bitches and they know you don't even like try. You don't even feel the need to like let them know who you are. But that's why I feel like it would take a veiled priestess to see the veiled things that you veil. Like I think Sagittarius, you've just been like walking around in your day-to-day life, your day jobs or whatever, completely spiritually royal, and you don't even feel the need to like explain that to people because the bitches aren't up to your par. And then this empress comes and it's like, because you've been like basically not using any of these wands, they've just been sitting in your shot. You don't even feel the need to pick them up and create. I'm telling you, you haven't been like creating like you usually do either, Sag. And I think the other thing is like this priestess comes, she's like, this empress wants to create some shit with you, brother. And that's your favorite shit, brother. What? You're the fire. Like they want to create some shit with you, brother. And it looks like God, Josh, what the fuck, brother? That's so crazy. That's so crazy. That much? You want to make that much of this bitch? That many babies? Kidding. Yeah, that's what it gives. That's the desire you do have. It is that feeling. It is really that feeling where it's like, fucking. This is the type of person that's like everything we create would be fucking fabulous for the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pro fucking no baby propaganda, but I'm just like saying like, yeah, we could create a lot of stuff together for a long time. And we could be a million different people. That's like a Sagittarius love language. Like show a Sagittarius a partner where we can be anyone together. We could like fucking be one way and then like fucking dip off and like go start a new cycle together. So just the last thing I'll say is like Sagittarius, this is really cool. I don't want to spoil it because like I don't want to like spoil like what you're going to be doing. But anyone who's dealing with the Sagittarius right now, Sagittarian placement, like they are about to really show you their true selves in a certain way, like how much effort they're about to put in. They have a whole dissertation like ready for this empress, like, and it's about to be presented to the empress. Like that's the outcome. Yeah, based on this like whole experience. So this is like crazy, Sag. This is like really crazy. Because I think it's just like this partner just like seeing your true royalties, like seeing like something deeper, being able to penetrate deeper, seeing beyond the veil, seeing beyond your mask is like very hot, very attractive, very like yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. And it's just about time because bitch, I don't even want to reiterate with you, Sag. Like the fucking past cycle was like a bunch of fucking crop dusters. It was some fucking bullshit, dude. Like it's just like you were just lying on your spirit because you didn't. There was nothing that made you light up. Like even if you were dealing, it's like none of these bitches like really got you like hot and bothered for real. And we need our Sagittarians to like stay hot and bothered. You know what I mean? Oh my god, that is like my temperature internally is like still. You guys are in a really awesome place. That's just like awesome though for like your birthday season. I just feel like that's a little bit of like that birthday magic. So I'm giving you guys the longest reading because it's technically your season and you had to wait like number 9 or whatever number you guys are. So happy birthday. I love you guys so much. I'm like really excited. Like, I don't know. Let me know how that goes for you in the ether, of course. With this Empress, High Priestess, lover that you like know now is for you. And it's because like there was like some like moment of like sacred sounds and like there was like some announcement that's like, oh, and it's like, yep, that concretized it. Yep, if I was confused before, I'm not confused no more. Like, that is exactly what I feel like it is. And the best part of this is it like feels, I think it's like, you know, Sag, like you don't get this. It's like this feeling is like that Sagittarian shit. So it's like, ooh, yeah, there's a lot of heat. There's a lot of that. Yeah, I love that for you guys. Happy December. See ya.